ASN Filter Designer version 5 provides major improvements to C code generation for embedded platforms, such as ST's very popular Discovery and Nucleo boards, Expressive's ESP32 SoC, and TI's MSP430 Launchpad kit. Based on feedback and recommendations from 131 users, many users reported that they required efficient C code for implementing their designed filter cascade, including some hints and tips on how to get up and running with their development IDE. Building biomedical applications on STM32 ARM-based processors featured heavily in the feedback, with many users looking for assistance in the form of reference designs for ECG or PPG wearable applications. ASN Filter Designer provides developers with a new look and feel to the user interface, as well as over 37 product improvements. These include 2 new code generators to C and C#, an AI-based project code generation wizard, extra data analysis markers for more intuitive data analysis, and much more flexibility from ASN FilterScript, including the ability to independently program the primary and secondary filters. Version 5 has a completely revamped filter summary UI and now includes built-in AI to analyze the filter cascade for any potential problems. Advice on how to correct the problem is given via the toolbar. In many cases may be rectified by clicking on the Fix button. The project wizard bundles all of the necessary SDK framework files needed to run the designed filter cascade without the need for any other dependencies or third-party plugins. The supporting code frameworks support deployment of the complete filter cascade, and within a few clicks, the generated projects files can be used in any industry standard IDE such as Microsoft Visual Studio for C# projects. Each code generator is supported by a detailed tutorial that can be accessed by clicking on the Show Me How to Use This Code link. For embedded developers, the supporting C SDK framework has been developed to be agnostic such that it will run on a variety of embedded systems, including all ARM Cortex-M processors, the popular ESP32 SoC, and many other platforms including BeagleBone, Raspberry Pi, and Arduino. Our close collaboration with ARM's architecture teams means that our implementation on Cortex-M devices is extremely efficient. As seen here when comparing our SDK with ARM's CMSys DSP library, notice that our C SDK is very comparable to ARM's optimized library, and in many cases slightly better. A detailed application note is available for developers wishing to know more, and the SDK source code is open source, which overcomes any difficulties with project integration and allows you to choose a level of optimization that suits your application. Notice that the C code generation wizard produces a project file for the free open source code blocks IDE, allowing developers even on a shoestring budget to get their applications up and running without any hassles. Finally, it should be noted that our very popular ARM CMSys DSP code generator doesn't make use of the project wizard, as it is supported by a detailed tutorial and 2 detailed ARM Microvision projects. These projects are available in a Microvision software pack, which may be downloaded from Keel's website for direct use in your application. FilterScript gets a few new functions, including the FIR LP to notch function that allows for the design of linear phase notch filters for biomedical applications. Version 5 also provides the ability to directly program the primary H1 filter. This means that 2 independent filters can be designed and optimized using the scripting language. In order to help developers fine-tune the frequency response using the pole 0 chart, we've added a few extra design markers to the main frequency response chart. These markers may be enabled or disabled using the right mouse button. Data analysis in the signal analyzer has also been simplified with the introduction of data analysis rulers, allowing for developers to evaluate their designs much more intuitively than using the data tooltip. It really is as easy as it looks. Download version 5 today and get your application up and running without any hassles or lengthy development trajectories.